Hello friends, this is Singh. First and foremost, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to all my subscribers. Extremely grateful to all of you for having subscribed to my channel, and grateful to even those who leave their comments and also send me personal messages in my inbox. Today I shall talk about, are we satisfied with our lives? Whenever I have a word with people who are in service, they say that people who are doing business are better and happier. On the other hand, when I talk to people who are in businesses, they say people who are in service, they are happier than them. Seems that the grass always looks greener on the other side. I shall share one small fable with you to put across this point. Once, a very learned man was there in the forest, a man who you can call to be a saint or a monk. He was there, and he had the power to talk to the animals and the birds. The birds and the animals also knew about it, about his power, and so they used to come to him to seek help, and for whatever reasons they had. So once, when he was there in the forest, sitting alone, maybe meditating, a crow happened to reach him. And when this saint or the monk, he saw the crow, he knew that he had something in his mind to convey. And he asked him, "What's going on in your mind? You look a little unhappy." And the crow said, "Yes, I am unhappy. How can one be happy with whatever I have? I am totally black in color, I look ugly, my coin is also not appreciated by people. Wherever I go and sit and keep coin, people pelt stones at me and they shoo me away. I am very unhappy with my life." And the monk said, "Well, then what kind of life would you love to have?" The crow said, "Well, if I could, I would like to live the life of a swan." And this gentleman, he said, "Why don't you go and talk to a swan first and find out whether he's happy with his life?" The crow likes the idea and goes to the swan, meets him, and asks him that, "I wish I could have had a life like yours." And the swan looks at the crow and says, "Why?" And he says, "You look so beautiful, you are so beautiful to look at, and you have white wings, and you swim so well, and I feel your life is very, very pleasant one than what I have." Well, the swan said, "No, it's not so. Even I'm unhappy. Is this life? The white color? The white color is not very good. I love colorful wings, but see, I have such white wings with no color at all, and all that I have to do is be inside the water and keep waiting for my fish to come which I can eat. It's such a boring life." And both of them go to the monk and talk to him and convey their feelings. And then the monk's inquisitiveness increases, and he says to the swan, "What would you love to be if given a chance?" He said, "Well, I would have loved to have a life of a parrot." And the monk or the saint asks him that, "Why so?" And he says, "Well, parrots are always loved by the human beings, and they look so beautiful. They have green color, all around. They have a red ring around their neck. They have a beautiful red beak. And, well, I would love to be a parrot if I could. And then this learned man sends both the crow and the swan to the parrot's world and says, go and talk to them first. When they approach the parrot and convey their feelings, the parrot looks at them and says, are you crazy? Do you think the kind of life that we have, we are happy? He says, we cannot fly like other birds. We fly with so much of difficulty. We cannot go for longer flights. Our color is not good. It gets mixed up with the trees on which we live. It's very difficult for us to find each other. And you call this beak to be good, beautiful? Well, it's a bent beak. We don't like it. And so on and so forth. And he went on cribbing. He said, because whatever you think, if our ring around the neck and all, and our capability to imitate people's voice is good, what happens to us in the end? People capture us. They make us their pets and they put us into their cages. You call this life? No, it's so full of risk. And then all three of them go back to this learned man and convey their feelings. And then the learned man asks the parrot, what kind of life would you love to have if you get the chance? And then he says, well, I would love to be like a peacock. And then the learned man sends all three of them to the peacock. So the crow, the swan, the parrot, they go to the peacock. They look at it, the majestic bird. They appreciate the wings that it has, the feathers that it has, beautiful feathers. And they tell the peacock that all they wished was to be like the peacock. Their feathers were kept as great souvenirs by people around the world. And the peacock looks at them and again says that, are you all crazy? Do you think our life is good? And then the three birds want to know why the peacock thinks that its life wasn't good. And he says, because of our beautiful feathers, people hunt for us. They pluck the feathers from our bodies. And do you think that's something which is enjoyable? No, it's rather extremely painful. We are hunted upon. So many of us get killed. And it's a terrible life that we are leading. It's not a good life that you think of. And then the learned man and the other three birds ask the peacock the question that what would they love to be? And you know what the peacock said? The peacock said, if it was possible for the peacock, then he would have loved to live the life of a crow. And then the crow looks at the peacock and says, oh my God, why do you think so? The peacock says, look at yourself, look at your life. You have so much of freedom. You hop around, you are found in different corners of the world. You're found in north, south, east, west, hot places, cold places. You name the place and you people are there. No one captures you. You have full freedom. You're also united with each other. Whenever trouble comes in, your other friends come and surround you. You are always supported by your friends. So it's such a wonderful life that you are leading. Well, the learned man in the end talks to them all and says, look here, the grass looks greener on the other side. You need to appreciate what God has blessed you with. And this is the lesson that we all need to learn from this little fable that I shared with you. We often look at others, we look at the neighbors, we look at our colleagues and always think like the crow, the swan, the parrot, the peacock, and feel that others are better than us. But in reality, it's not so. We all have our happy moments, sad moments, moments of defeat, moments of triumph. And we need to keep telling ourselves that nothing is temporary. If we are happy, if we are winning the game that we are playing, we need to be thankful to the Lord for the mercy that He showers upon us, for enabling us to do so. And in case we are passing through certain tough patch of life, difficult times, we are not into more of winning that we would love to, then we need to pray to God to give us strength and forbearance to live with it and to learn something out of the difficult times. When difficult time comes, we always need to learn from it so that we can lead a better life. Never be depressed because of difficult situations, and never lose your hold on the ground when good times are there. When good times are there, let us be thankful. When tough times are there, let us be hopeful. So thank you very much. And those of you who haven't subscribed so far, I would request you to subscribe, leave your comments, leave your suggestions. Thank you so much.